Shalom, shalom, my people, shalom. Shalom, my people, shalom, shalom. Give yourself a round of applause. Shalom, my people, shalom. Give yourself a round of applause. This gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I might even lose a few viewers that I do have. It's gonna hurt. The truth always hurts. This is mushroom coffee. Put down the regular coffee if you can. Implement this mushroom coffee in you. You get you get no lag. You get no drop off. It's like, man, it's good. It's good. This is stuff that's good for your soul, good for your spirit, good for your body. Now, let me get right to it. This gonna hurt people. I promise you, it's gonna hurt. People gonna be mad, but the truth is what we need today. Because guess what? We're going through something now that it's paramount. It's paramount what we're going through. First, this is what I want to do. It's called, I want to go to it's a book called Lynch. Y'all done heard of the book, maybe. I done did some on it, but I think I need to refresh it right now. I'm finna do this here. These are the characteristics of a broken woman. These are the characteristics of a broken woman. This was how to make a slave out of a Negro woman. Don't get mad, because guess what? I'm going to do one next week. How to make a slave of a Negro man. But our women are falling away fast. Society see it. Other women see it. Other nations see it. People just see it. They see it, but they really can't do nothing about it because they're too deep. These are the characteristics of a broken Negro woman. This is what Lynch wrote the book in 1712 on the banks of the James River in Virginia, December 25th. He read this letter out on how to make a slave. How to make a slave. And I'm going to read from the book. And then I'm going to go through scripture showing you how this is real, how it's happening. This is why you're going through what you're going through. God is the master planner. The reason why I'm going through the scripture because it was already written. It was already written about the man and the woman. But right now today, guess what? I am on talking about the woman right now. I am on talking about the woman right now. That's what I'm talking about right now. Oh, this thing came up front. I don't know if you can still see me, but I'm trying to get it off. Oh yeah, I see, you understand. I said, but check this out. This is on the how to make a slave. This is how to make a slave and how to continue. This man said it can last up to 300 to 1,000 years. But these are the characteristics. And you can tell me that this don't fit us. I want everything to be right. You tell me this don't fit us. Fit the black woman. I'm gonna go to the man next week. So y'all just bear with me now. I know y'all women, we're living in a delusional state right now, and we don't want to hear the truth because we want to continue doing what we're doing. But I have to get this out. Fear is number one. Envy, use envy for control. The age of the woman. The color and shade of the woman, whether she's dark skin or light skin. The intelligence of certain women, other women. The intelligence, use their intelligence, education, PhD. The size. What they call them, the BBWs, the skinny women, the BBW. They make a song saying skinny women need love too. They got songs about that there. So this man knows exactly what he was talking about. This back in 1712. Sex, women are over sexualized now on TV. So these are characteristics now. Now you can't get mad with this stuff. The truth, because you have to pay attention. You have to say, well, damn, he owns something. You have to say that. You have to say he owns something. You have to. Because I'm reading the characteristics. And you can't say fine hair, wear your hair long. You got they want to get this hair. Like white women. They want to be straight and they want their little baby stuff up front. Every black woman look the same now. They all going to the doctor getting these BBL. They all going to the doctor. So when they step outside, all of them look the same. All of them look the same now. You're going to the same doctors. You're going to Mexico, Miami, Dominican Republic, going to the same people. So y'all look the same. There's no difference in y'all. Intelligent, we can't tell whether you're smart or not until we talk to you. Coarse hair, so nobody want a natural fro no more. Y'all shame a woman for wanting a natural fro. Not this man wrote this in 1712. But it fits you right now today. So he said if you use this method, it will last between 300 to 1,000 years. Folks, it's working right now today. It's working right now today. You can't tell me that this is not the characteristic of the woman today. Tall or short? Oh, girl, I want me a tall stallion. I like me a short, thick girl. Huh? You can't tell me this don't work right now today. It's working right now today. Let me read the stuff. I'm going to read this here. This is the book, people. This is reality. We in a war right now. We are fighting in a war right now. And this is a mental and a physical war. And we are losing at this point. So we need to come together as a people. If the so-called Jews were so lenient and so courteous and so forgiving, why are they trying to bury these men? Check this out, people. You can say that you are African. You can say you're Ethiopian. You can say you are homosexual. You can say you're bisexual. You can say you're transsexual. You can say you're LGBTQWXYZ. You will not get counseled. But the minute you say that you're a Hebrew Israelite, they cut your throat. They cut your throat. Well, this is how you said what this guy do? Called it's leading into how they control us. I'm gonna read about us tomorrow, but all that, just remember this now. Cause I'm gonna tell a story about the Negroes, men next week. But this called women, we in dire straight now. You notice that it's more stuff being talked about the woman now than it is about the man now. So that's why I'm doing this first, because this is where we at right now. I'm gonna check this out. Read this here. Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development. Single mothers. These are for single mothers. If you break the woman, you will break her offspring. That's why you got the guys that are killing people now, and the guys that the women do not want was raised by single mothers. This man wrote this in 1712. And when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver him up to you. Our women, single women, delivering our sons and daughters up to Esau right now. He delivered them to Esau because when she trained the boys, they're feminine. The girls are masculine. She done because she been broken. Now she's breaking the kids. This was wrote in 1712. People tell me, somebody come on. Somebody tell me. I want you to start. You got to start thinking. Tell me this stuff don't fit us. This fit us. Let me keep on going. This fit us. For her normal female protected tendency would have been lost in the original breaking process. She don't have her protected tendencies. She don't gave that away because she had been broken. She had been broken down so much, she done gave away her protected tendency of her kids. That's why she'll leave her kids anywhere. She would get in clubs and day all night long. You done seen time and time again where the kid done died in the car because the mom in there at a club or either at a strip club. This was wrote in 1712, black folks. For an example, take the case of a wife comparing you to a horse. Listen carefully. Take the case of a wild stud horse, a female horse, and already infant horse, and compare the breaking process to the two captured nigger, male in their natural state, a pregnant nigger woman with her infant offspring. Take the stud horse, break him for limited containment. Completely break the female horse until she becomes very gentle. Where else you or anybody can ride her in front in comfort. Break her down to where they compare her to a horse. Break that horse down to where anybody can ride her. Put the male horse away. Take him out of the family so he don't see this. This is what they're doing to the woman. The same thing they're doing to the horse. Take the female horse, take it away. Put it aside for a limited time. Break this female horse down. Break her down. Completely break the female horse until she becomes very gentle. Anybody can ride her in comfort. Breed the male in the stud until you have your desired offspring. Breed them. Take the man. Try to do NFL, Jerry Jones and all the football owners. I want to say how you can jump, how tall you are, how strong you are, how many times you can bench press 225 pounds. That's what I want to see. I want to see how many times you can bench press 225. I'm breaking you. I'm breeding you to make bigger and stronger athletes. Train the female horse whereby she will eat out of your hand. They done broke out women to feel for that. Esau got to be out of her head. They give her food stamp. They give her a cash card. They give her a house to live. They give her money so she don't need the man. This is what they saying, folks. I'm breaking it down to you. This is what they saying. And eat out your hand. And she will in turn train the infant horse to eat out your. Now she trained her son. They use the horse for example. Now they training their son. They training the son to them broke him down. Now she training the son to be just like she is. She broke, coach. They didn't limit the man. They use him just for the stud, coming in and breed and send him about his business. He in the street. That's why I'm gonna get to this next week about the men, but it's about the women. So they done broke you down so much. Guess what now? They done broke you down so much. Now the woman got the son eating out of her hand, the daughter, because now you do as Esau now. You see social media. You see how women, you see how young men, they're killing each other. Every day I turn on the news, somebody getting killed. Most of them are Creek now. They're killing them. Our women holding themselves out. You got women on TV. You got women on Facebook. I'm proud. In a half a year, I done had 67 men. And she proud of it. One girl on Facebook saying that she done slept with over 300 and some men. She proud of it. Because they done broke her spirit. When it comes to breaking an uncivilized nigger, use the same process by varying the degree and set up the pressure so as to do a complete reversal of the mind. Take the meanest and the most restless nigger, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggas, the female and the nigger infant, tar and feather him, tie each leg to a different horse facing opposite direction. Set him on fire and beat both horses, pull him apart in front of the remaining niggers. So they take the man, right? They took. I want this about the women, but I have to say this part. Kanye, Ye, Nick Cannon, they took them. They got Shaq. They got Barkley, LeBron James. They put them in dresses. They broke them down. They took the biggest one. Look how big Shaq is. They broke him down till he's nothing. Now he's hate a black man for standing up, but they love Jerry Jones for being in the team. If you go back and during that time, they were segregated in school. I talked to my sister. People who are in Jacksonville know I talked to my sister. My sister, that people who live in Jacksonville know about Rebound High School. My sister said my sister's 64 now. She said when she first went to Rebound, they were just not segregating the school. And she said they had to fight all the time. And it's a coincidence that at my job before I retired, it was a man, me and him in the office. He older than me, but he about known my sister. We in the office. I was working with this man for 20 years. He went to Reebok. He was a white guy. He said he did not. He dropped out of school in the 10th grade. He didn't want to graduate with the niggas. So people don't tell me this thousands of years ago. My sister's 64. I see her. I talked to her yesterday. She's still living. It's not long. So they done took Shaq and all them celebrities we see on TV broken down. Everybody that got on the dress, they've been broke down. They've been tarred and feathered. They've been split apart. So now they are scared. Now check this out. And you got the female woman watching this happen. So our women watching our men getting broke down on TV, on national TV. Now instead of putting between horses, now you put on national TV and they breaking us down every time we stand up. They shooting us and killing us. And our women saying, guess what? We have no protection. So they teach the little baby we have no protection because Esau and the so-called Jewish people has broke us down to we are nothing. They broke us down to we are nothing. Now we're going through this. You see, it's playing out. This man wrote this book. You cannot deny the fight that's playing out. So they broke the woman. Remain the male nigga, the female and the nigga infant. See, and now you got them skin. Check this out. The next step is to take a bullwhip, beat the remaining niggas and male, beat the remaining nigga male to the point of death. They done beat us. That Charles White said they beating him, they whipping him, and they whipping him, and they whipping him, and they whipping him, and they whipping him. He ain't gonna stop until we say it's enough. They ain't gonna stop until the so-called Negro Hebrew Israelites. We are the real Hebrew Israelites. Until we stop and say that's enough. We're not playing no more basketball. We're not playing no more football. We're not doing nothing for you no more. We're not buying your shoes. We're gonna bankrupt you. And don't say we don't, because we spend more money than whole countries. The niggas spend more money than whole countries. We got a 1.something trillion what we done spent. So we got money, but we have no discipline. We have no leadership. In front of the female, in front of the infant, you beat him to the point of death. Don't kill him, but put the fear of God in him, for he can be used for future breeding. You don't kill that nigga. No, don't kill the nigga. You beat him, you break him down to the point of death in front of the infant, in front of the wife, in front of his fiance, in front of his mama, in front of his sister. You beat him down. You don't kill him. You take all his money. You murder him on TV and Facebook by assassinating his character. You call him crazy. So when you kill him, you can say he was crazy. You got Charlemagne the God on Breakfast Club. He's a coon for real. He wishing death on that man. He moved like he got death on him. There was Charlemagne the God. So I'm quoting the word for word. He moving like he got death on him. Because guess what? He already putting the pre-notion out there if he died. So Charlemagne the God to come out and say, I told y'all he was moving like death because they kill him. Kanye doing the best thing he can ever do. Stay on front of that news and stay in front of TV. Make yourself relevant because they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. They're going to break you down. Okay, the breaking process of an African woman. See, because in order for you to break the process of an African woman, you got to break the process of a man. You got to break the process of a man. So if you don't break the process of a man, you can't break that woman. So you done broke the man down. Now, this is the real detail about how you break that woman down. The breaking process of the woman. Take the female and run a series or test on her to see if she will submit to you desirably, willingly. You break her down. You run so many tests on you, beat her. You break her down. You beat her. I'm gonna get to that part. You beat her. You whip her. You break her down to the point of where because she's stubborn. Everybody know a woman is stubborn, especially a nigger woman. They talking about us, you slaves. They gotta run some tests on you. They don't tell them what they did to you back then. I know what they did. They would go in your female part with tools, stretch you over. They would cut you out, cut your baby out your stomach, run tests on you, make you fearful and scared. But stubborn. So guess what they said to do? Test her in every way. Cut your baby out your stomach, cut babies out of pregnant women, beat you, rape you, all kind of stuff. You've been done wrong. But guess what? You seen the protection you had beaten out of a man, tar and fella. So guess what? Now you're easy to break, but you still was tough. But they had to do all kind of tests on you. Because she is most important, the factor of a good economic. Because guess what? She's most important because women spend all the money. Women buy weed. Women spending, they say women spending billions of dollars on weave. And now I'm pretty sure that's an old statistic. I'm pretty sure it done gone up because now you got BBLs that came in the picture. You're buying all this clothes and shoes and stuff to make you comfort because you have no protection. So you're protecting the comfort of buying all this stuff. Okay, here you go. We'll get right to it. She most importantly come. If she showed any signs of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use a bullwhip on her to extract the last bit of resistance out of her. Beat her damn near to death. Beat you with society with no protection. Now you out here, you on your own. Now you have no protection for yourself. The black woman is the least protected woman in the world. Now you're getting treated like the man. They beating you with a bull whip. They split up with horse and set it on fire. He beat you, don't kill you, but beat you damn near to death. Now took all your confidence away from you. You don't know who you are. You don't want to be the woman you are. You want to be somebody else. A man don't even know who he married. How you gonna marry somebody you don't know who she is? She's completely a fraud because she done went and indoctrinated her whole face and body. You don't know who you married. You don't know what it is. You don't know if it's a female because she gonna get surgery and get herself turned into a man. You don't know. They done broke her down, no confidence. Say that. And take care not to kill her. For in doing so, you spoil good economics. If you kill her, you because she gonna train her boy up to be a wimp. He's feminine now. So if you kill her, then she can't have an offspring. Now you done lost money because guess what? She got her son, and now and they make government they make money for the government because they're in prison. So when you kill one and put one in prison, you done killed two. Not only that, you done killed families. Because each one of the men can produce kids. They kid can produce kids. So now you destroy whole economic products. When it completes the mission, when she completes the mission, like now, I don't need a man independent. I need a PhD. I need this, I need that. Women spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for a $50,000 job. The average black woman in the United States of America make $30,000 a year. So a lot of these women you see are struggling because guess what? They've been broken. She would train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor. When he becomes she done trained him. Now he's just a laborer out here. He's nothing. Because you don't separate the man. You just use the man for a stud. Ain't you guys coming here like you got Future, you got Nick Cannon, you got all these guys having 15, 20, 30 kids. They just stood, but they're not there. So the woman face to face made to raise the kid. So she trained the kid up. He's nothing. He's just a laborer. She put no in because you need a man for correction and all that stuff in building. They didn't have none of that. This happening to us right now today, folks. It's real life. It's real life. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of subject matter concerning what we have produced. Here is this breaking process of the female nigger. We have reversed the relationship in her natural, uncivilized state. She would have a strong dependency on an uncivilized nigger male, and she would have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring, and will raise a male offspring to be dependent like her. We living right now. You can't tell me this ain't us right now. Somebody get on here. Anybody write me, call me, what you got, and tell me this is not us right now. This is not our woman right now. They done broke her down. So she gonna train the son to be independent, train the daughter and stuff to be just like her. That's why you say a cycle of all these women. You got the old women on TV telling young women you don't need a man. Now it's a cycle because Willie Lynch wrote the letter and we living it out to the T. But he only doing what God said do. Check it out. Nature had provided for this type of balance. See, it used to be a balance with a man. We had a balance. It's a nature. You got a male, female in the cubs. Now it's just a woman in the cub without a man. So nature. See why we said look at the animal, look at the lion, look at the nature. See, Kevin Solomon was trying to tell y'all along. They done broke you and changed your natural use. Your natural use has been changed. You have been broken. We reverse nature by burning and pulling civilized nigga apart. We don't reverse nature. Now you see it. We're the only nationality of people that does this. The book was written for us. It's like the Charles White said. I don't like a lot of this stuff said, but some of this stuff he said is good. We didn't have a name. They call us nigger. You were named nigger. Nigger you. Nigger that. Nigger this. Nigger that. You ain't have a name. You still don't have a name because you got a white man name. Whatever name you got was named after a slave owner. Brown, blue, white. Your name was after a slave owner. That's why I use my name Yahqua on YouTube. I'm not gonna let them steal my soul and my mind. bull whipping the other to the point of death in all her presence. You beat her to the point of death. So she has the natural use is gone. She's no good no more. Because if you're in another state, that means you're not in your natural state. See, they're in another state, so they no good to us no more. They no good to us no more. By her being left alone, unprotected, with a male image destroyed the order, caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in a reverse role. Nothing has to be said. Nothing has to be said. And because of that, this is what they done. Ecclesiastes 13, 25:13. Any plague, any disease, but the plague of the heart of any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman. This man had broken. God had already told you what's going to happen to you. This is nothing new to you. God had already told you. They just, because we disobeyed the law, statute, commandment. This is the curse that God put upon us. God called a woman so wicked. I'd rather have a plague than to have the wickedness of a woman. Because you can tell them I'm not lying. Because look at our women today. There is no head. This is 25:15. Ecclesiasticus 25:15. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell in a lion. I would rather have dwelled with a lion and a dragon than to keep the house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changed her face and darkened her countenance like sackcloth. This isn't about they broke you down. God already told you what you're gonna be. See, you think because this man did this to you is why you're going. No, God said this is how you're gonna be. He said use them for he used them for what they call use them for the to do it, to issue it out. Because we disobeyed law, statutes, commandments. That's how I know that we the real Hebrew Israelites, because we're going through the churches with the Bible says, and then this man wrote a book on how to do it. Because where do you think he get that from? He got that from he got it from the Bible. They used to read the Bible back then too now. Because you go into that book, he said, don't do like the Romans do, have the body stretched out down the streets. He said, because you waste economics, because you're killing your property. So if he know about what the Romans did, he read the Bible. So he read the Bible and got this how to break the family up. Because God said this is what's going to happen to you, because it's a curse. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of all of the sinner fall upon her. She's a wicked woman. Of the woman came the beginning of sin. Through her we all die. The beginning of sin came from the woman. That's why we're going through what we're going through right now. That's why the woman is on top. She's wicked. Because she's out of her natural state. Esau made sure he put her out of her natural state. And go to in the further proof, go to Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set her sole of her foot upon the ground. See, because you used to be tender. We used to carry. You don't see anything where they throw like a coat on the ground and but they show white people. But no, we was doing that to our women. That's how tender and delicate it was. Until God put this curse upon them, because guess what? Y'all, we disobeyed the law, statutes, commandment. But like I said, I'm talking about the woman. I'm gonna break down the man next week. Talking about the man, talking about the woman right now. Check this out. For delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband. Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband. That's where we at right now, folks. You can't tell me this ain't true. See, people don't know that God said that once I sleep with you, you my wife. So every woman, every time a woman sleep with a man, that's her husband. But the church won't tell you that. They won't teach you that. So that's why she evil toward every man she done slept with. She can't be evil toward men she don't know. Every man she slept with, she evil to him. Because that's her husband. She got bearing children from. She mad because our father is not there, because God said, I gotta read that next week. But the man ain't there. But God made the man not be there, because God gonna get your attention. Don't you know when you're in deep depression, the first thing you say, oh my God, Lord help me. God said, I know I can get you to get back on your feet. Check this out. the husband of her bosom, and toward her son and toward her daughter. This is biblical. All the stuff you're going through is biblical. But they don't teach you in church this here. Why do you think you're going through what you're going through? I just read this. This man wrote a book on how to control you. And you fit every characteristic. I read this out of this book. You fit everything that I just read you. You have been broken down. You are basically useless what the Bible said until you come back to the law, statute, commandment. Because they just you are no good to nobody. You're not even no good to yourself. You ain't no good to your husband. You ain't no good to your kids, your son or your daughter. You done broke them down. They just have told you how you are not in your natural state. So you are completely lost. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. I love you. 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 Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom.